2026 NCAA Division I Wrestling Championships. Once again, down here on mat number 5, Troy Spratley and Vincent Robinson. A rematch of the NCAA Championships last season. They're going at it on 5. All-American Luke Lilledahl out there on mat 3. And again, a couple All-Americans, as we alluded to in the open on mat number 6, Steve O'Poolin. For Iowa State, All-American while at Northern Colorado. Opponent Sheldon Seymour. Graduate student out of Troy, Pennsylvania. Finished 6th a year ago at 125 pounds. Steve O, been a 2-time finisher in the blood round, finished 8th last year at 125. 8-9 matchup over on 4. With Dean Peterson from Iowa and Maximo Renteria of Oregon State. Peterson, 4th trip to the show, finished in the blood round in 2023 and 2025. Sheldon Seymour, a grad student from Troy, Pennsylvania, 6th in last year's championship. On mat number 5, Troy Spratley. He's your number 5 seed from Eufaula, Oklahoma, Plano West High School. Started his career at Minnesota. His 3rd trip to the show. NCAA runner-up last year. His opponent, your reigning national champion, the 12th seed, 3rd in the ACC from Homewood Flossmoor High School in Chicago, Illinois. He's a redshirt sophomore. His 2nd trip to the NCAA championships. And of note about Robinson, won a national title last year, did not win a high school state title. Once again, consolation matches will be a half-point plus advancement. Championship side, 1-point plus advancement at this point. And with a scramble at the end of the period, we end the first period scoreless. On mats 4 and 6. So a 3-0 lead for Vincent Robinson of North Carolina State. These two men at the national duels on November 15th. Won by Robinson 3-2. And we got a 2-point reversal there for Seymour. Lilledahl takes the lead of 3-1 for the Nittany Lions of Penn State. From Weldon Spring, Missouri, went to Wyoming Seminary for his prep career. He's a sophomore, 3rd in last year's championship. Jett Strickenberger out there wrestling for West Virginia, 4th in the Big 12. From Ponderosa High School in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Went to North Idaho and Fort Hays Tech Northwest. Round of 12 in last year's championship, and now a 3-time national qualifier. action off the cylinder, off of the Resolite underneath the table, so we'll come back with a standing position. 2-1 lead for Sheldon Seymour. In Troy High School, graduate student from Troy, Pennsylvania. Steve O'Pullen out of Ballston Lake, New York. Shenandoah. Let's try that again. Shenandoah in New York. Coached by Frank Popolizio. Started his career at NC State before heading to Northern Colorado and heading to Iowa State. Dean Peterson, Barnegat, New Jersey native, St. John, Vianney. Started his career at Rutgers. Maximo Renteria. Clovis, California, the wrestling factory that is Buchanan. The senior started his career at Illinois.
Oh, what a skate count there for Lilledahl. Making it 4-2. Lilledahl, your #1 seed also. Jason talked about it earlier, but he's been around the world and competing for Team USA. Won world titles in U17, U20, and U23. Up there, Vincent Robinson still holding that 3-0 lead in period 2.
Tied up 2-2, riding time not a factor. We got a neutral danger, couple swipes, but nothing doing there here on 6. 1-1, over on 4. Not anymore. Seymour breaks the tie. Pulling up and out.
The Columbia Lions down there, mat #1, Suleiman Ba. Attempted to lead in our consolation action. And we go to period 3 on 7, a 1-0 lead for Martino of Princeton. Quarterfinals, the 4-2 victory. Your winner from Penn State, Lilledahl.
And got a victory on mat #8 from Ryder.